morphin' time! Back to action.
Welcome back to another review and unboxing. Now today we're going to be unboxing, finally, after waiting over a year, we're going to be reviewing the Power Ranger Zeo by Threezero, and these are the 160 Power Rangers pack. Now look at this box. It's so colorful and beautiful. I'm so excited to finally have this. I want to thank the whole shebang for sending these over. Now everybody's getting their 5-pack, and I didn't get the Gold Zeo Ranger because I did get the Soosootoys version, and towards the end of the video I will do a quick comparison with that other version, and it is a 1/6 scale, so I would like to see how that would go with these figures. I know that Threezero did do a Gold Ranger figure, but I didn't really want to have two of them, even though it has some differences like the glossy helmet, and also the staff opens up, and some other minor things. But let's just get into this video. Now we're going to start off with the box. Now as we can see, we have this beautiful colorful box. Now look at this photo. The presentation is amazing, and this is not it. Wait until you see what's in the inside besides the figures. So I'm going to try to get this in the camera. Jesus Christ. Wow. All right, let's see the back. Now the back, we can see all the Rangers, and they're holding their, I forget what this is fully called. It's like the power blaster thing that they have going on here. As you can see, they're all there looking amazing. And here we can see all their weapons. And basically you combine them all and then you get this huge power blaster thing. Hopefully at the end of the video I can find out the name of this. Now on the side of the box we have another photo of them. I'm trying to get this on the frame. Pretty nice little posing there going on. And then on the other side is just the beautiful design of their suit. That little, it looks like some kind of Egyptian thingamajiggy, but we have that there as well. And on the top of the box we do have the logo, which is Saban's Power Rangers Zeo. Now these are, I'm gonna say now, this is like my second favorite season. MMPR is my first, and then this is my second, and actually it goes by order. Then after Alien Rangers, then Jetty, and so on. All right, so let's open the box now. This is gonna be one of my favorite parts, and I'm using one hand just because I'm holding the camera back, but I'm gonna lay it down. Now this is probably the best part. All right, so I had to put you guys a little bit higher. So here we go. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. All right, guys, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Look at this beautiful packaging. Now I don't think I can be able to have this flap down unless I bend it, but let's see. Well, I'll hold it anyways. But there you see the beautiful presentation of this box for these figures. So here we have all your Rangers, and as you can see, we have the Blue Ranger and his figures down below. So it kind of goes yellow, yellow, red, red, pink, pink, and green, green. This is so beautiful. I can't wait to take these out. All right, enough talking about the box. I mean, but how can you not talk about this box? I'm definitely going to keep this box. All right, guys, let's get right into the figures. I'm gonna just take out everything that's in the box, and then we're gonna go through it. Let's take our time because this is a big package. All right, so before we get right into the accessories and the figures, we're gonna just quickly look at the guide here. Basically gonna show everything that the box comes with. This is like some warning, terms, conditions, yada yada, you know, the whole warranty sheet. And then here basically shows you the figures and all their weapons. We have Blue Rangers Power Tonfas, the Yellow Rangers Power Clubs, the Red Rangers Power Sword, and the Pink Rangers Power Disc, and the Green Rangers Power Hatchets. Nice. And it comes with a bunch of hands for each individual, and the weapons as well, and some pieces, I believe these are to connect when you're connecting all the weapons together. And we'll go through that as we go. And then here, it basically shows you how to connect your, it says it here. So this is the Advanced Zeo Laser Pistol. It shows you basically how to do it, how to put it all together. The Zeo Power Zord and the Zeo Blaster. Pretty cool. So Zeo Blaster down here, this is where we're gonna attempt to do, and we will, because it's pretty cool. All right, so we want to put this to the side and start with the accessories because, guys, this was also packaged very nicely, super protected, and we're gonna start off with, oh my god, this is beautiful. I'm gonna have to move the figures to the side because I want to have enough room for all this. Oh yeah, yeah. Now, so these are all the accessories here. Now, I am going to, because my background is super colorful, I am going to put a white board here so you guys don't get distracted. This video is going to be well worth watching every single little bit. So now we get to see that's pretty much better. All right. So here we have all their weapons. On the top, we have the Blue Rangers, the Yellow Rangers, Red Rangers, Pink Ranger, Green Ranger, and then they have all their swords there. And the cool thing is that you can extend these swords all the way out, which is pretty nice. And then you have interchangeable little pieces there for the sword. Also, their blasters there, looking super crisp. Oh my god, look at the details. All right, I'm gonna take these out. I'm not gonna take the hands out. They have so many hand gestures there for every one of them, and it's a bit overwhelming, but we're gonna just get right into these. All right, so we're gonna start off with the accessories. Here we have the Red Ranger's sword. Now we have interchangeable blades for this one as well. Now, before I show you that, look at the details on this. Very nice. There we have the star. Nice glossy red. Same details here. Now these blades, you can easily change them. Just pull it out. And then you can have it as blade mode. And here's the other piece. So that's pretty cool. It's a little sharp, so just be careful with that. So we have here the Blue Rangers Tonfas. I think Tonfas, like, I don't know, that's a weird way. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. But we get two. I'll show you one of them. Nice details with the Zeo emblem there. Pretty cool. So that's for the Blue Ranger. And then next we have the Power Club. So we get two for Tanya. I'll show you guys one. This is pretty cool. I like the realism here. It makes it look pretty real with the beads there. Pretty cool. So she gets two, so she can hold them both in her hands. That's pretty nice. I'm loving the details of all the weapons. It looks insanely good. And now here we have the Power Hatchet. So we get two for Adam. Details on that. Pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, maybe because these suits and weapons have more details than the MMPR Threezero versions, but so far these are looking like my number one so far. But we'll see once we get to the figures. All right. And then now they do all come with their swords, but I'll show you guys one. Here we have the sword, beautiful. And then this is interchangeable, and it comes with a big one as well. Not sure why, but I guess we'll see later on. We have a little bit bigger and then the small one. I'll leave the one that comes with a smaller one. There we go. And then the cool part is that you can extend gently, because seems a little bit fragile. That's their sword. Now it kind of reminds me also of the old school Cars antennas, right? That's pretty crazy, but that's awesome. So they all come with one. I'm just not gonna show you guys all of them because they're the same. So I'm just putting that to the side. And now we're gonna show you guys the Zeo laser pistol. And they all do come with one. So I'll just show you one of them. Beautiful. Look at all that detail that's there. One of my favorite parts. This looks like it was like real from the show. It just got shrunk really small for the figures. That's how real it looks. But you can obviously, to make blaster later on, you put that down. That's pretty cool. All right, and we're gonna go back to the Pink Ranger, the power disc. Here we have beautiful details. Like, it's pretty insane how perfectly those details are in the back. And she has her handles there so she can hold it and block her enemies or something. But that's cool. And then here we have two little pieces that we need to use to make the blaster, and I'll show you guys how we can connect that. All right, and another thing I noticed that it came, which was very generous and nice, is that we get extra like joints that we can interchange. Now we get enough for all of them, just in case you need to use them and just try it out. I'm not sure if I would use them, but these always come handy because if they break, then you have a new one. Because these are pretty fragile. I had, I think, one incident before. Can't remember which one it was. I was a bit like rough doing the articulations and it broke. So we all get these for all the figures. So that's pretty nice that they gave that. They always give a lot of accessories. I think this is the actual pack that came with more accessories than the MMPR. All right, I think I got everything, all the accessories out, showed you guys. And then now we're gonna just jump right into the figures. All right, here we're gonna start off with Zeo Ranger Pink. Here she is. All right, so we're gonna start off from the helmet. So here we have a nice shiny helmet. And then we can see on the neck area here and her chest piece, the details. How beautiful and amazing. Like, look at that. Perfection on those details. Nice shimmery suits. Now in the back, not a huge fan of this. You can see it looks that they kind of messed up a little bit there, but you know, we're not gonna post our figure like this. We're gonna obviously have her looking at us. But yeah, the rest is pretty much the same. Nice zipper here on the boots as well, as you can see that right there going down. That's pretty nice. They have them on both and it goes all the way down. I don't know if they meant to do that. Interesting. I guess so. That makes sense because it's supposed to be a whole full boot. But even though we have this, you know, articulation here, yeah, it makes sense. I love the belt centerpiece there on the buckle, but the rest of the belt, it looks really cheap. Like the material, I wish they would have used something maybe just a little thicker, but it just feels very cheap here, except the center emblem there. The back, we have like a little belt buckle there. We don't have the cover like MMPR does have, so they're showing that out there. Skirt looks pretty nice. Just trying to see if I don't want to miss anything, guys. So articulations, I think these are very, very similar of the MMPR figures. Like I want to extend it to do like a butterfly, but this looks pretty tight there. So I don't want to extend it out more. Let's see. Can you go all the way up? You can't really raise her hand all the way up. There's a little bit of tension there. You can bend your arms just like that. Hands to rotate all the way. And I believe these are double jointed. Yeah, so we have two double joints there. Pretty cool. These gauntlets do go up and down. Oh, why does this always happen to me? Like I barely moved it down. I'm gonna go find that fist now. Hold on. All right, we're back in business. It's weird that the fist came off. Like, hold on. Wow. It's not even really clicking. Like, it comes off very, very easily. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Let me see if the other one does that as well. Oh my god, that's not good. Like, why is it easily? Look, like, I'm literally, look. Normally it would click and you would have to kind of push really hard. Oh boy. That's upsetting. It's upsetting. All right, we'll come back to that. Articulations on the leg. It doesn't go higher than that. As you can see, the crotch area is pretty tight there. You can't go too much. I don't want to overdo it because I don't want to break them. And the knees are double jointed. I can feel the double joints there. There we go. So you can see double joints. Some articulations there on the feet for both, which is pretty nice. All right. So these actually feel like the MMPR ones, which they were not, I would say, the best, if that makes sense. I don't know. We do have, before I forget, we do have a crunch there, which is pretty nice. Helmet goes all the way around. All right, guys. So the rest of the figures are going to be obviously just like the Pink Ranger. And I'll obviously double check. Think they were going to change them up a little bit, just the how it feels and the articulations, but it just reminds me of the MMPR figures. But I mean, overall, it looks beautiful. And you guys did see that these are not going in well. Let me know in the comments if you're having this issue or not, but this is not good. Not good. After waiting for that like over a year, like come on, man. I'm not gonna complain too much at the moment, but yeah, this is the Pink Ranger. I'm gonna put it to the side there. All right, so now we're gonna go to Zeo Ranger Soosootoys Figure. Ta-da! There we are. Now, if you guys know, maybe you don't, we kind of have, and this has been going on for months now, because these figures have been out for months now. It's just that people are getting them just now. But here with the Yellow Ranger, we kind of have a different color yellow from her costume. And you can see it there. It's just a little bit like darker. And we have like just a little lighter. I mean, you can tell the difference there. We're going to have the same articulations with all these, you know. Head goes all the way around. Arm goes a little bit higher with the Yellow Ranger. Don't want to go too much. Pretty much the same designs on all of them. There's the chest piece and the neck piece as well. Same on the gauntlets there. So very similar to the pink. And I believe they all have the same design. Same now, this in the back, the sewing here looks better than the pinks. All right, it's nice, like straight down. So, all right, now let's try these hands. Oh my God, that's gonna be annoying when you're trying to pose them with the weapons. Like, what is going on? Oh boy, no bueno. How about the feet? The feet are like, oh my God, that's so annoying. See, you're supposed to hear a click like that. Now that was a little bit hard to take off, not too hard, but these hands, like, I can't believe it. Now, you would think maybe one of them, maybe if there was like one of them that was kind of like affected, it's different from all of them being like that. That means that they're probably all like that. which is pretty annoying. All right. Here we have this beautiful blue. Now my favorite color is blue. And here we have Rocky. I forgot to mention their names actually. Pink Ranger, Catherine, Yellow Ranger, Tanya, and then here we have Rocky. All right, Rocky. What do you got for me today? All right. Similar. Let me see. I'm just before. It's a little tad different with the guys. I don't know if it's because their chest piece is bigger, but the designs are just different on this one. Yeah. All right. Don't fall. All right. Nice, beautiful, shiny helmets. Loving this. Shoulders. I don't know if it's me or not. They look like they're just a little lower. Whoa. All right. We're going to not go higher than that. Oof. You hear that. All right. Pretty much same articulation at this point. Oh. I swear I did not put any pressure on this. What's going on, people? Oh my God. Like, that's not even. Oh my God. Should I return these or what? If I return them, it's gonna take forever. Like, okay. Whew. All right, so that's no good. This one is okay, I guess. Oh, that's frustrating. All right. Well, that's that. So we know we don't like the hands coming out easy. Very easy. All right. Here we have a nice straight line of the sewing. Not bad. All right. Beautiful, nice green. Same details as the Blue Ranger on the chest here as well. So I guess all the guys are going to have the same, obviously, same articulation. Helmet goes all the way around. Oh, those ratchets are loud. All right, now let's see. Okay, so this one's tighter. It's not coming off easily. Okay, this one came easy. All right. We'll leave the ranting for the end of the video, so this video is not super long. All right. Same details all the guys have for the chest, the neck, the belts, the gauntlets there as well. Pretty much the same. Beautiful, shiny green. I'm loving the helmet with this green. It's nice and glossy. My favorite thing so far is the helmets, to be honest, and the weapons. They're pretty cool. All right, so now let's make room from the main guy. Zeo Ranger 5 red. Now JDF was the Red Ranger, Tommy. Beautiful. The star in this helmet is amazing. Beautiful. Like, this red complements really well the gold on this suit. Those ratchets are really loud. Like super, super tight. I can just feel it in my hand. Like, it's annoying. So guys, just be aware. Just be careful doing articulations with these and with the hands, all that stuff. All right, same as the guys, like I said a bunch of times. Articulations there. Hand, you saw how quickly that came off. Like, literally, I just touched it. I didn't even grab it. Like, holy smokes. All right, and this one, let's see. Like, literally, let's see. Okay, that's tighter. This, not so tight. And even if I push this back and move this extra thing, I just don't want to break it. Okay. Okay. So that's tight there. Better. What I'm gonna do is just gonna mess around with it, make sure it's super in, which I pretty much did with the girls, but I'll keep you guys posted if you follow me on my social media. I have the links down below. Here we have the Red Ranger. Now, these are beautiful to look at. Look at that. Power Rangers Zeo's in the building. They look so good. So, we're going to start off doing the blaster. I'm going to take one of the blasters here. And then I'm going to open it. And these have magnets, by the way, which is amazing. Now we're going to use the little piece that I showed you guys earlier. This little white piece, it goes here. Hopefully this doesn't take too long for me to do. If I can put this on, I'm looking at the paper right now. And it looks like it goes, yeah, perfectly. There. It goes inside there. There's a hole there. Make sure it's, oh, it goes there really, okay. Because the magnet, you're going to need that for the rest of the pieces. All right, the next one. We're going to use the next one. So we're going to use the hatchets there. And it has a little leveler there. If I can get it. Use my nails. There we go. And then we're going to put this underneath. Let's see, where do we go? We have to remove this in order to connect the hatchet. So we remove this white little piece from the blaster. And then we just push that in there, like just like that. All the way down. Perfect. All right, guys. I did forget the other white little piece that came. You want to put that over here. All the way down. Just be gentle. And then we can put the sword just like that. All right, we're getting there slowly, but we're getting there. And then you want to put the power clubs next to it. It's magnetic, so you want to put it there. And these are a little heavy, so you may have to hold them both at the same time. And you see how I click there? Perfect. I want to make sure it's in the center there, so it kind of balances it perfectly there. Perfect. All right, once the tonfa is in, then you're going to want to close the handle here for the disc. And then gently, it's going to take a little bit of time. There we go. Just got to be careful, guys. Just want to hear that click. Perfect. I got one side, two sides. Perfect. So now what's left, we're going to use the power sword in blade mode. It's going to be pretty easy to connect. It's magnetized, right? So that's pretty much it. Look at this beauty. It's a lot, to be honest. But this is pretty awesome. We did it, guys. We did it. All right. Now, I'm trying to see if I can put this down without damaging it. Oh, maybe I should lay it down, and I feel like it's gonna all come apart. And now let's get out the gold Zeo Ranger from Soosootoys. Gold Ranger power. So like that we can quickly see how they compare with the Threezero version. All right, here we have the gold Zeo Ranger from Soosootoys. Now the reason I got this version is because, I mean, this came months and months and months ago. And I already had pre-ordered the 5-pack. But my favorite Ranger of all time was the Red Ranger from MMPR, who was Austin St. John, and he was the Gold Zeo Ranger. So I was obsessed when I saw this online, and I was like, okay, I need to get it. I can't wait. I had to wait a little bit for this one, but we ended up getting him. All right, so now we're gonna just make sure he's standing straight. And the cool thing about this, and I do have a review of this figure. If you guys wanna, I'll put that in the links below. If you guys wanna check that out. Let me try to put him standing next to Tommy. Let's go side by side. So they're pretty much the same. Now, out the box, the Gold Zeo Ranger, he did come a little bit shorter, but the cool thing is that with the Soosootoys, they did send out those small little pegs that you can change here to make him a little bit taller, which is pretty nice. I think that they send it out in the beginning, like the first batches without it, and then they started sending because I guess people were complaining about it because it was a little bit short. But yeah, now we have the pegs, so now they're pretty much the same height. Let's see what the Pink Ranger. Of course, they're going to be a little taller than the females. But yeah, this is the squad. I wish the staff obviously open for the Gold Zeo Ranger, but it doesn't. At least, you know, it does go up and down. So this is a pretty awesome team here. Look at that. God, it's gonna fall. All right, guys, final thoughts. So these figures look amazing. They're gonna look amazing in the display that I have for them. Just gotta figure out, you know, all the posing and all that stuff. Beautiful colors, shiny helmets all across the board. Obviously, except the Soosootoys. That's one of the other things that was a bit annoying, that the helmet wasn't glossy black. It's matte black, but it's fine. He looks amazing anyways. Love the details on all the suits. These outfits are similar to the MMPR. They are vibrant and shiny. I think that's pretty much it. The articulations are not that great. They're very similar to the MMPR ones, which sometimes they can be annoying. Hopefully I don't have to use stands for these figures. As you saw earlier in the video, the hands did come off and the females pretty easily, but I will mess around with them and see if I didn't, I guess, push them in too far. But the first two did come out pretty easily. Otherwise, like this is an amazing set. Now I'll keep you guys up to date with the hands to see if the problem was fixed, but you know, overall these figures are pretty cool. Good to have in the collection. I gotta find some cool poses. There's gonna be tons of amazing poses, but I'm gonna find the right one for the space that I have for them. And I think the best part of this whole experience in this unboxing for the 5-pack has been the Power Blaster. Like, look at this. Look at this beauty. The details. It has magnets. Everything gets magnetized together. Just all the beautiful details of this. Cool. Maybe I'll pose them with Tommy holding it. Or, I don't know. I gotta see what my small space there can handle. All right, guys. I think that about wraps this video up. If you guys do have any questions, feel free to put them down in the comments below. If you guys did order these and you're still waiting on them, just remember, just be aware. Take your time with their articulations. Don't go too far with them because they could break. So just be very careful. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon like that. You guys get notified when I do post a new video. I do have a good amount of videos coming up, so stay tuned. This is Ariel Diaz. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
The world is very lucky to have you, and so am I. May the power protect you, always.